In 1949, one man commissioned the most extravagant travel rig ever built in the Southern Hemisphere. It was 42 feet long, it had a sunken bathtub, and it was built on a budget that could have bought an entire house. Only one was ever made. This is the story of the 1949 Highway Palace. The Highway Palace was built in the United States in 1949 during the growing post-war travel era. It was developed as a luxury motorhome for people who wanted to travel long distances while maintaining the comforts of home. The vehicle was constructed on a heavy-duty commercial chassis and equipped with residential-style features. Its purpose was simple: allow travelers to drive, live, and sleep in the same vehicle. At a time when recreational vehicles were still uncommon, the Highway Palace represented an advanced approach to road travel. From the outside, the Royal Mansion looked unlike anything else on American roads in 1949. The entire exterior was built from riveted aircraft-grade aluminum, the same material used on wartime planes. The surface was smooth and polished silver, with clean, rounded corners and flush-set rivets. No exposed steel, no rough seams, no cheap materials. The trailer measured approximately 35 feet long and 8 feet wide, one of the largest travel trailers operating in American roads at the time. Step inside, and the contrast with a standard trailer was immediate. The walls were lined with genuine hardwood paneling. The floors were covered with quality linoleum and carpet. Every cabinet, every fitting, and every surface was constructed to a level of precision uncommon in American homes of that era, let alone in road vehicles. The interior was designed as a complete, permanent quality residence: a full kitchen toward the front with a working stove and refrigerator, a dedicated dining area with a proper table and seating, a spacious living section for relaxing, a private bedroom at the rear with a real bed, a complete bathroom with a sink, toilet, and a shower. This was not a camper. This was a home designed to move. The mansion had no engine of its own. It was a towed trailer, and because of its size and weight, it required a serious tow vehicle. Most Royal Mansion owners used heavy-duty trucks or large commercial haulers capable of managing its load. A standard passenger car was not an option. The trailer rode on a heavy-gauge steel chassis with multiple axles. The multi-axle setup distributed the weight evenly across the road surface, reducing stress on both the tow vehicle and the trailer structure. The suspension was engineered to absorb road shock and maintain interior stability, a critical design requirement on American roads in 1949, which were rougher and far less uniform than today's interstate system. The hitch connection was purpose-designed for this trailer's tongue weight, and correct setup was essential for safe highway travel. Operating the Royal Mansion required a disciplined process, beginning before the wheels turned. Coupling the trailer involved setting the hitch connection, attaching safety chains, and connecting the brake and lighting wiring to the tow vehicle. Everything had to be checked before departure. On the road, the Royal Mansion demanded constant attention from the driver. At 35 feet in length, it required wide, planned turns, longer braking distances, and deliberate lane positioning. This was not casual driving. Once parked at a campsite or private property, the trailer connected to external hookups: shore power for electricity, a fresh water supply line, a sewer connection for drainage. After hookup, the Royal Mansion functioned exactly like a fixed home. The kitchen was fully operational. The shower had running hot water. The heating system maintained interior temperature, regardless of outside conditions. Setup took time, but the result was a completely private, fully functional home at any location in America, owned entirely by the traveler. The most important feature of the Royal Mansion was not any individual appliance or interior fitting, it was the construction method itself. Spartan did not build trailers the way the trailer industry built trailers. They built them the way aircraft engineers built aircraft.
Every aluminum panel was precision cut and riveted into place. Not welded, not screwed together, not folded at low tolerance. Riveted. The same joining technique that held military aircraft together under extreme operational stress. This process produced a trailer structure that was simultaneously lighter and stronger than anything conventional manufacturers were producing in 1949. The all-aluminum design also eliminated the corrosion and rust problems that consistently degraded steel-framed trailers over time. The result is observable today, more than 75 years later. A large number of Spartan royal mansions have survived intact to the present day, many in remarkable condition. Walk through a well-preserved example and the quality is immediately obvious. The panels are tight, the rivets are flush, the structure is solid. The precision holds. No other American travel trailer from 1949 can make that same claim at the same scale. The Spartan Royal Mansion was not a vehicle for everyone. It was not built for camping. It was not designed for the average American family on a road trip budget. It was built for a specific buyer, a wealthy American who wanted to travel the country without surrendering the quality of a well-equipped home. Privacy, comfort, and superior construction at any destination in any state. For that purpose, it delivered completely. Period accounts from original owners describe the Royal Mansion as clearly superior to roadside hotel and motel accommodations of the era, quieter, more private, and far more equipped. Owners arrived at every destination with their own kitchen, their own bedroom, their own bathroom, and their own schedule. No check-in process, no shared walls, and no uncertainty about conditions. The Royal Mansion was expensive to purchase and demanding to travel with, but it performed precisely as designed. The people who bought it understood exactly what they were paying for, and the vehicle met that standard.
The 1949 Spartan Royal Mansion had a direct and lasting impact on American road travel. It demonstrated that highway luxury was achievable at a level previously reserved for private railroad cars, the only comparable travel experience available to wealthy Americans before the automobile era. It pushed the travel trailer industry toward higher construction standards. It established Spartan Incorporated as the benchmark for quality in American trailer manufacturing. And it proved that aircraft engineering methods had practical applications far beyond aviation. Today, restored Spartan Royal Mansions are among the most sought-after vintage trailers in the country. They appear at concours events, vintage trailer rallies, and private collections. Their aircraft-grade aluminum construction has allowed many to outlast virtually every other road vehicle produced in the same era. They are recognized as significant examples of post-war American industrial design, vehicles that took the precision of wartime engineering and redirected it toward the American concept of freedom on the open road. The 1949 Spartan Royal Mansion was a home built for the highway, engineered to aircraft standards, finished to residential quality, and designed for Americans who accepted nothing less than the best. It earned the name Highway Palace completely, and more than 75 years later, the ones that survive still prove it. If you want more in-depth histories of America's most remarkable vehicles, subscribe, and we'll keep them coming.